rights. There is the freedom of speech. As I said, that the rally and demonstration this past Saturday in the rain, people still came out, and the march took place along White Plains Road up to 33rd, and traffic was shut down. And I think more and more events like this have to take place, but they have to take place in the communities where it matters, not in our communities, in communities where we can make some change, where blocking a street will stop commerce, and that's
and letting them know we're blocking the street. And for the whole year we've been doing all this protest. Remind you, you're supposed to have a permit, and I never one day had a permit, because I'm going to let them know I'm going to abide by your rules. You can go by my rules now.
That's right. That's right. And this is what, it's called insurgency, but illegal insurgency in a way. There's nothing to stop freedom of assembly and freedom of speech. And as one of the women who was at the demonstration, she spoke very succinctly about white privilege. And I think we need to exercise that white privilege, because trust me, the things that woman was saying in the march, I was like, oh my God. And she was talking about white privilege, getting up in the faces of the police officers and saying to them, yeah, and what happens when they come for your kid tomorrow? What are you going to be doing? And we need to do this. We need to let the authorities know that we are mad and we are not going to take this anymore.
And another thing we have to do as West Indian people of Caribbean, we have to educate ourselves. And that's the problem. We're not educating ourselves enough to know our rights.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Constance. You couldn't have said that better. We have to know what our rights are, and we must stop being cowed. Freedom cannot be given to us. It has to be taken.
Yes.
It has to be taken. In the times of slavery, do you see anybody giving anybody freedom? Wasn't it something that was fought for? In the same way that Constance is fighting for justice for her son, Ramarley Graham, who was gunned down, 18 years old, in his own home. Gunned down, murdered by NYPD. Can you tell me, Constance, is Richard Haste back on duty?
I really don't know. He was, even when he was going to court, he was still working. And that's another problem we have to try to change, because if one of us get in trouble and we get locked up and we go to jail, we automatically lose our job. The job is not waiting for us. But it seems like every time these cops do something, their job always waits for them. Even when they don't go to court, their job is still there. Kelly put them down in one police plaza doing paperwork. No, they shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be getting a paycheck.
It would be nice for Ramarley to be getting a paycheck, right?
Yeah.
It's very, very sad. It's very unfair. But the only way change is going to come is for the community to rise up, to stand up. And I'm urging the members of the community who are listening, and we're recording this, and we're going to put it on Facebook, and we're going to put it out there. And I'm urging everybody in media to help to spread the word. The Ramarley Graham case has been thrown out, but this is not the end of the struggle. It's not the end of the fight. It's the beginning, and the same force, the same righteous indignation that we all felt when Ramarley was first killed, we need to generate that same righteous indignation again, because we can't let this just die a death. Ramarley's name has to stand for something, even if it means that we make a sacrifice. We have to sacrifice, because the loss that Constance and Frank and family members are going through is nothing. We cannot compare our sacrifice with their loss, and we need to come together and support them in their struggle and in their fight for justice. And it's not just Ramarley, it's a whole host of other teens who have been murdered since Ramarley's death. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop until we say enough is enough, and we are not going to take this anymore. Let's do it for Ramarley.
And if anybody needs to reach me, we have the Ramarley page on Facebook, and we have an email address you can reach us to. Ramarley's Call, RAMARLEYSCALL.
And is that at Gmail?
gmail.com. You could email us, and we also have a telephone number, which I don't have it with me right now. You could always go on the website. We have the Ramarley's Call website, .net. You could go on that also, and you'll be able to get information from that. I'm still living in the house. If you want to stop by and ask what's going on, that's okay too.
Right. And the thing is, Constance, what we want to do is, as the information is out there, we want to get the information out to as many people. The Conduit show has been highlighting the whole Ramarley Graham issue. We've talked about it on the show. I've updated people as to what's going on with the various court dates, not because I'm not able to be there in person. We're still fighting and struggling to get the word out there and to see that justice is definitely served. I just want to say to you, Constance, that C. Cape in the chat room is saying that she applauds you for your struggle and what you're doing, and people are very outraged at what happened at the last court hearing, that the judge threw the case out on a technicality, but it's not over yet. The case does continue. So we're just, when are you going to hear from the DA as to the next step?
I think after the judge make a decision, excuse me, it takes 15 days for the district attorney to get the paperwork from the judge, and then we move from there. But we're not going to wait for all of that. We're going to get back in the street, and we got to do what you got to do. Like I said, we have to block the stadiums. We're going to stop their money flow. We're going to do whatever it takes.
There you go.
And I give them 7 days to do all of that, and after 7 days, we're going to take it to the street again and do what we have to do.
Okay, so you know what? We're going to definitely keep in touch with the campaign. It's ramarleyscall.net is the website, and there's a page on Facebook, Ramarley's Call on Facebook, and definitely there's an email. If you want to get on that email listing, it's ramarleyscall@gmail.com. Send them an invite, and they will add you to the mailing list so that you will be in the know. You'll be in the loop when it comes to the information that's going out there as to what's happening. If you are able to attend any of the court hearings, then we urge you to do so. Make sure you have your ID and that you are properly behaved, because we don't want to give anybody any excuse to stop you from entering the courtroom. Right, Constance?
That's right. That's right.
Because they'll come up with all kinds of tricks.
Yeah. You know, and as you said that, I remember when I was watching the video when Charmaine, the young lady that's been helping me, and I want to say thanks so much to Charmaine. I know a lot of people don't know. I didn't know Charmaine before this.
Wow.
I never met Charmaine. Excuse me. I never met her before this, and she's been with us, and since February 2nd she's been here, and she still is here with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say thank you. And when Charmaine was in front of the court, and one of the court officers said to her, get in behind the pen. And she looked at me, who the hell you talking to? We're not pigs. We're not going behind no pen. And this is how they think of us.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying get behind the barrier, he said get in the pen.
Yeah, you see? There you go. It's like a drunken man. His real content, his real intent actually comes out when he's drunk.
Yes.
Wow.
See,
get behind the pen.
What we have to deal with. That's why we say we have to educate ourselves how to deal with these people. Because, you know, if you go and start, screaming, they look at you like she don't know what she's saying. But if you educate yourself and you know what you're talking about, they're just going to walk away. They're not going to go toe-to-toe with you.
Now, Constance, I know you also mentioned the elderly gentleman in White Plains.
Mr. Kenneth.
Mr. Kenneth, what's his...
Chamberlain.
Mr. Chamberlain. What's happening with that case? The officers, there was no charge brought, right?
There was no charge. I spoke to Kenneth, the last time I spoke to Kenneth, I think the feds is picking it up. I'm not sure where he's with it right now, but that's even another case where this should have never happened, you know? This is a 60-year-old man that called for help, and this is the problem. We calling for help, and instead of they helping us, they're killing us.
Wow.
They are killing us. So who do we call for help? The people we're supposed to call for help are killing us. Where we go from there?
Wow. I mean, it's a very sad situation, and we feel as though we're living under siege because, as you say, the people who are to protect us. But I want to tell you, Constance, the police are not here to protect us. I want to tell you that.
That's what I always say. Police can't police police. We have to police them.
Absolutely. And it's an unfortunate role and position that you find yourself in. But God knows why things work out the way they do. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's a Constance Malcolm who's going to make a change. Maybe it's a Constance Malcolm that we'll be talking about 50 years from now, to say this was the mother who really sacrificed so that her son could get justice. And, you know, Mother's Day has passed, but we want to applaud you, Constance, for the work that you are doing, and also to encourage you not to give up the fight. No, it's not easy. We know it's not easy. We know there are times when you want to just curl up and die. But you know what? You are a beacon for other mothers who are out there who don't have the eloquence and the fortitude and the stamina and the courage to do what you're doing. So fly the flag for them as well.
Thank you.
All right. I want to say my heart goes out to you and to the family. Keep on keeping on. And, you know, the Conduit show, Sheron P., will always, always put that message out there. So I'm on the mailing list, and I'll start coming with the updates as to court dates and demonstrations and rallies. But, of course, you know, we have to also keep certain things on a down low.
Yes.
So
yes.
We can't tell the fox.
That's why you have to be in the mailing list to know what's going on.
Can't tell the fox what's going on. All right? Yeah. So
all right,
I know you have to go off and do another interview with another radio station, but I want to say thank you so much, Constance, for taking this time out at short notice to let us know what's going on. The struggle continues.
No problem, Sharon. Thank you. No problem.
All right.
No justice, no peace.
Yes, no justice, no peace. That's an Al-Sharpton phrase, and I want to say thank you, Constance, and we'll definitely keep talking, all right?
Okay.
God bless to you and the family.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
All right. Oh, my goodness. That was Miss Constance Graham. You heard it from her own mouth. Yes, Tora, serve and protect doesn't apply to all. It is very, very sad, but it's true. That's Constance Malcolm there, the mother of Ramarley Graham, who's continuing with her fight for justice for her son. And, let me just play this track here while I'm on the subject.
The 18-year-old was unarmed. The story is developing at 11. Eyewitness reporter Jeff Higgins at the scene in the Wakefield section. Jeff?
Yeah, the NYPD's top brass acknowledging tonight that the 18-year-old did not have a gun when he was shot and killed in his home. The investigation underway behind me down this block tonight.
This one goes out to Ramarley Graham. They say the good dies young. 18 years old, his life took by a gun. Damn shame, I'm sure he had plans of his own, till cops decided to kill him in his grandmother's home. With no warrant, they kicked the door in and shot him in his chest for trying to flush marijuana down the toilet. Since when is marijuana that serious? I swear there's no excuse for that, period. It boils down to brutal police tactics. It's funny how the ones dying are the black kids. Ramarley Graham isn't living, so Officer Richard Haste should be locked in prison. I'm just saying, they let him get away. Yeah, they stripped him of his gun, but why is he still getting paid? And to Ramarley Graham's family, never stray. Continue to pray, and I promise there'll be better days. Gone but not forgotten. Ramarley was unarmed, but cops still shot him. Seems to be a pattern, something gotta change. Thought we were moving forward when Obama came, but things are not the same. Every week on the news, another youth's death. Sometimes I stare at my peers like who's next? The color of my skin, I love it. So until someone gives, I'ma scream justice. R.I.P. Ramarley. Things are getting crazy, we need a change. R.I.P. Ramarley. Let your tears flow, please don't be ashamed. R.I.P. Ramarley. Going too soon, his family in pain. R.I.P. Ramarley. Lights in the air if you feel the same. Ramarley didn't deserve to die so soon. The situation sad, sky so gloom. I pray that God gives his family strength, and I hope this song helps his family vent. Remember, Ramarley's in a better place, and God is never too early or ever late. He's always on time, it took him for a reason. Just keep the faith and fight for what you believe in. Justice, these police are not being trained, but Ramarley Graham's death will not be in vain. The way the cops did him, they should feel ashamed, and we gon' keep rallying till we see a change.
All right, we got a request for a pull-up there from Kaylee's mum. I'm going to pull it up, but I'm not going to play it all the way through. So we're just going to pull it up and start it again, all right? Just like this. For Kaylee's mum, Ramarley was her friend too.
So Richard Haste should be locked in prison. I'm just saying, they let him get away. Yeah, they stripped him of his gun, but why is he still getting paid? And to Ramarley Graham's family, never stray. Continue to pray, and I promise there'll be better days. Gone but not forgotten. Ramarley was unarmed, but cops still shot him. Seems to be a pattern, something gotta change. Thought we were moving forward when Obama came, but things are not the same. Every week on the news, another youth's death. Sometimes I stare at my peers like who's next? The color of my skin, I love it. So until something gives, I'ma scream for justice. R.I.P. Ramarley. Things are getting crazy, we need a change. R.I.P. Ramarley. Let your tears flow, please don't be ashamed. R.I.P. Ramarley. Gone too soon, his family is paid. R.I.P. Ramarley. Lights in the air if you feel the same. Ramarley didn't deserve to die so soon. The situation's sad, sky so gloom. I pray that God gives his family strength, and I hope this song helps his family vent. Remember, Ramarley's in a better place, and God is never too early or ever late. He's always on time, it took him for a reason. Just keep the faith and fight for what you believe in. Justice, these police are not being trained, but Ramarley Graham's death will not be in vain. The way the cops did him, they should feel ashamed, and we gon' keep rallying till we see a change. Yeah, rest in peace to all the others who died by the hands of the so-called police. They don't want our brothers to rise, and why are they still walking the beat? Why? R.I.P. Ramarley. Things are getting crazy, we need a change. R.I.P. Ramarley. Let your tears flow, please don't be ashamed. R.I.P. Ramarley. Gone too soon, his family is paid. R.I.P. Ramarley. Lights in the air if you feel the same.
Take me to the sunny side of the sea.
Who said false start? That's not actually